Hey guys, this is a little quick one. I was going to do this one later on today, but especially because of the oracle reading that came out earlier, I want to go ahead and do this one now. Now, I think that was like a week or so ago. I did the video on the astrocartography, the locational astrology. And like I said in that video, I'm new to it, but to me, it's like really, really important because you do that when it's just like your natal chart and it shows the best places, the most harmonious, actually where you're supposed to be, like destined for you to live. And every time I pulled up the chart, I would always just select just with the harmonious aspects, because at first I was like, well, should I? And I was like, well, I really don't need to look at the, especially with me being new to it, because it was just like so much. I will only select the harmonious aspects. But I noticed, I think like a week, no, like several days after I did the video, I started getting a message to go back and check the chart with the disharmonious aspects. So I was like, well, why do I need to look at that? So, after I got the message like two more times, I said, well, let me go just look at the chart in its entirety. And I was really surprised when I looked at the disharmonious aspects, because that's when I realized that one of the worst places where everything worked against me, I know that's not my space. Oh, that's not my space. I noticed that one of the worst places for me to live was actually my hometown. And that shocked me because I was like, wait a minute. Because like I mentioned then, that and the natal chart kind of goes hand in hand. And I was like, okay, that makes sense. Because just like it was supposed to be good. It says in my natal chart that my life wasn't going to even start to balance out until I was middle age. And that was accurate. So I was like, that shocked me to see that where I live, there were literally no positive aspects to where I live. And that's when I got the message, because with that was good for the old cycle, but going into a new cycle, that's why I think I was guided to that in the first place, is more about going to where you're destined to be. And that's the first thing I thought about when I saw that oracle message where it had the house was lifted in the air. It was like the house was floating in the cosmos. And I was like, okay, that makes sense. So, I mean, I know I'm going to put a link for the chart. And when it uploads, I am going to put the link for anybody who wants to put in their, birth information and pull up their chart. But I know it's not everyone just can't just jump up and just automatically, move. But something else that I like thought about that just kept popping up to me, since we're going into a new cycle and these are places where you're destined to be, that's like a great, of course, always call in your spiritual team, your higher self, but that would be like a great manifestation tool and visualization tool also, because think about it, your thoughts are telepathic and they're magnetic. And instead of just, asking for, where I need resources to move, you thank source, God, or, the divine or whoever, you thank them for providing you with the resources and the means to move to your destined location. And that just kept popping up, to me, because your subconscious mind is what creates for you. I mean, hey, that's where fake it till you make it comes from. It goes on the commands that you give it. And if you're putting out there, thanking for already having that, then the universe brings that to you, and that'll really help you manifest and bring that in if you are trying to manifest a move, especially with the timelines merging and moving the way they are. So that was just a little tip, because like I said, I was shocked. I was like, oh, I'm not supposed to be here. All right, I have some more coming up. Those videos are probably going to be a little more sensitive, but it won't be too bad. But if it is, I'll say it in the beginning. Okay.